What's going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings. West Ham 1, Palace 2, back-to-back wins FC. We are back. We are back to discuss the performances from this game. And there are some good performances to talk about. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let us know your ratings in the comment section down below. Patrick, yes. Good times to be a Palace fan. Up until we play West Ham, of course. But let's start off with the game against Newcastle, not West Ham. Let's start off with the performances against West Ham with Vicente Guaita in goal. Now, you gave him a 7, I gave him a 6.5. For the goal that we conceded, I don't think he could have done much. And the reason why I gave him a 6.5 and you gave him a 7 is because, well, I'm speaking on your behalf. Hopefully, this is the case. He didn't have much to do. They only had 2 shots on target, and that's the reason why he had an average performance. We didn't keep a clean sheet. We conceded a goal. Maybe not his fault. But, you know, Vicente wasn't called upon, which shows how good we were as a side in the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. So, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. There's no point wasting time. Nathaniel Klein comes back into the starting.
My guy.
Yes, my guy. 7.5 from Klein. Look, he is better than Joe Ward. We all know that. Well, maybe not all of us knew that, but I thought that all along. And today he showed his worth. He got into nice spaces going forward. His link-up play was good. He was dangerous going forward. All around, his performances was of what we knew of Klein before his injury.
Yeah, I mean, he helps us play the way that Vieira wants to play, pushing up both of the fullbacks, getting him involved. I watched the game again after because I do that when we have time, and he was in the box like 5 times. I mean, it's ridiculous. He wasn't dispossessed at all during the game. Had 86 touches for a right back, 89% passing accuracy. Didn't commit a single foul all day. He was really good. And we've had the debate, D. I'm not going to carry into the show about him versus Wan-Bissaka. I'm not going to say that Wan-Bissaka isn't a good player, but right now, if he stays healthy, I'm happy with Klein until the end of the season. Let's move on.
Yes. Now, Mark Gahey, 7.5 from both of us. I'll tell you, I think he had a very good game. He had moments with Antonio where he did lose the ball, they got into a dangerous area, but still, it was much better than what we saw against West Ham last season at their ground.
Yes,
from Mark
I remember.
Gahey.
Yeah, great point. Last season he struggled. You're right.
And Joachim Andersen. I feel the Joachim Andersen, you gave him an 8, I gave him a 7.5. And I think I gave the same rating as Mark Gahey, but I think he had a better game than Mark Gahey in terms of how good he was defensively. Like, I didn't see him ever get bullied. And last season, he did. Maybe it was early on, but if you want to look at Joachim Andersen's improvements, just compare him in the same fixtures when we last played them last season to now. And in 99% of the games, Joachim Andersen is a completely different player. He is much better defensively. And we saw that once again against West Ham. Cool, didn't create that many chances, but that was due to the defense rather than Vicente Guaita. So, look, we've done a brilliant job there. I think Joachim Andersen had a very good game as well.
Yeah, D, man, I'm telling you, man. I know when we bought him from Fulham that he was known for being more of a passer. We talked about last year about the lack of heading. But I'm telling you, defensively, he has become so very solid. Denmark have a really good centre-half in him. I mean, I know he sometimes plays for them in midfield. The guy is really, he's come on leaps and bounds. They got to give credit to Vieira's system and for Mark Gahey, because that speed helps him. I know there's a play today when the run that Antonio made into the box, I guess it was the one that really foul. Might have been that play, yeah. Andersen was way behind. So Andersen does not have great foot speed, but he's very, very smart in the way he positions himself on the pitch and makes great tackle, made a great tackle in the box late in the game. He has really become a very, very good defender for Palace.
Yeah. And another player that we've been talking about this season, not for good reasons, Tyreek Mitchell, but in this game, 7.5 from both of us. He felt like the old Ty Patrick.
Yeah.
In terms of running with the overlaps. Even defensively, I don't think he was too bad. I think I saw a comment here and there about he wasn't as good as maybe we made him out to be. But I thought Tyreek Mitchell had a very solid game. And he didn't have a bad game against Southampton either. Hopefully, this is a turning corner. I know the World Cup is coming up and he might have a break or not if he does get called up, which I'll be very surprised about. But this is what you want to see. I don't know, maybe just a bad run of form so far this season, which is why he didn't have great performances. But if he performs like this, trust me, we'll have more opportunities. And plus, he may run sometimes that players didn't pick him out to be. I remember Eze had a shot I think it was in the second half, where Tyreek was running through down the left-hand side and would have been in a better opportunity. If he gives the ball there, Tyreek once again in a good position to put the ball in the middle to Will. So, look, in this game going forward, Tyreek was solid. And also defensively, Bowen, what did Bowen do? People that everyone hypes up after one good season that this guy's a magician or whatever. That's what you call class is permanent, form is temporary. And that's when it shows. But Tyreek had a very good game.
And everybody, that was Dee's anti-West Ham statement for today. Anyway, so yeah, I agree with you, Dee. He was very solid today. Early first half, actually, there was a shot cross either by Eze or Zaha that he almost got the end of. In the first half, in the box for to get a goal. So very solid. Again, I'm happy to see that he looks like he's a little bit healthier. And as far as playing, the last two games been very, very good. Good game by Tyreek today.
Check the Corey. He was back. I can't lie. I feel like slapping myself right now. I don't know why I gave him a 7.
Do it.
Do it. Maybe the reason.
Do it.
Maybe the reason is. Maybe the reason is 1, I'm sick. 2 is like early hours of the morning. It's like 1:30 a.m. whilst we're recording this, and I'm just tired.
Spoiler alert.
Didn't rate him. Exactly. Spoiler alert. But for me, Patrick, you saw today what was missing in midfield. He makes the game look easy. It's like he's playing a video game. Of course, for you, that would be a struggle. But, you know, for others that play video games, that's comfortable with it, it felt like that. It felt like that while I was watching him play. Picking out the passes, being in front of the defense. The only downside is really that he couldn't stay for 90 minutes. The Corey, that's what it's worth. And that's what I talk about when we have players that are half decent in positions, but when we improve them, you can always do better. And I think the Corey, we saw last year in Kyoto, he had a good season. Everyone's talking about him. But we needed a player like Decore, and once again, he showed reason why. Very good on the ball, good defensively, and can pick out passes.
Yeah, 94% pass accuracy, 4 out of 5 ground duels won, 5 recoveries. I mean, breaks the lines, played really well today. I mean, he's a missing piece. And what I like today, D, are 2 things. 1, no early yellow cards. He kept doing what he had to do. And 2, I actually saw Decore, Eze and Schlupp work, because you see Schlupp and Eze as the dual 8s, and then you have Olise with the free roll. Worked perfectly today. I mean, Vieira got the spot on in the midfield today, and Decore was very, very good today.
Yeah. Key. And moving on to Jeffrey Schlupp, 7 is a good rating, because at times, you know, we talk about what's his role, but today he done a bit of everything. He was all over the pitch. I'm not too sure if the stats back that up. If this is just purely eye test, maybe you got the stats there, Patrick. I'm putting you on the spot. Maybe you haven't. But yeah, I thought he had a relatively solid game in terms of, you know, picking up passes, going into the right positions, picking up the ball, and he just done his job perfectly. Like, he wasn't too involved, he wasn't too quiet. He was just there when he was needed.
So I'll give you the stats. Remember one game we had last year when he had like 13 touches? I made fun of him, how poor that was for a midfielder.
Yeah.
Then he had 76 touches. I think it was a Man United game last year. It was Man United when we lost, when Fred scored that goal. It was.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
It shows
89% passing accuracy. 7 passes into the final third. So he's getting forward. He's breaking the lines, making that pass. Dispossessed of the ball once. 7 recoveries. 4 out of 9 duels won. 1 out of 2 aerial duels won. Was fouled once, committed 2 fouls. He was all over the pitch today. And again, what I liked today was he was definitely helping out Decore, because of the midfield today. West Ham didn't hear from Rice.
I was worried about that was my biggest worry. They had a good midfielders, but with Schlupp and Decore, they held it down. They did a great job.
And he was involved. Didn't hear by him.
Yeah, so he was involved. Great 76 touches. That's interesting.
That's a lot for him. Yeah, it really is.
Elise. Oh my, this guy. He's hilarious. He scores bangers. This is only the start with him. You give him a 9, I give him an 8.5. My man of the match. What a last minute goal. And you know, overall, cool, we'll talk about the goal. I loved his role today. He was literally everywhere. At times I was just thinking, what formation are we playing? At least he's dropping deep to pick up the ball. He's on the right hand side. He's through the middle. I liked it because he is that creative player, and it did work against West Ham because it seemed like there was one extra player on the pitch every single time, and that was due to Elise positioning. He was at the right place at the right time constantly for the 9 minutes.
Yeah, I think the role that Vieira had for him was perfect today. And it worked because you had Mitchell bombing up the left where Wolf normally be, or at least it would have been today. But then you say you don't need to have him on out wide because you have Wolf will drop into his normal spot or create space in the middle. But then you had Elise taking spots all over. Many times I saw him on the right side, right next to Ayew. In fact, when he scores a goal, where was he? On the right side, gets the ball from Wolf, scores. Played really well today, you know. And that goal, even though it took a deflection, is a move, D, by the way, he does all the time. What is Cresswell doing? Playing to his right foot. That was so poor by him, but a great finish. 90 plus 4 minutes, limbs. Loved his reaction when he walks over to the away fans. And then if you haven't seen it, again, I'll say it again, watch a post-match interview. That kid is cool as ice. He's a man of very few words, but when he talks, you better listen. But all he say, great game today.
And normally he does the talking on the pitch. He doesn't have to talk off the pitch to the cameras and to the journalists. He does the talking on the pitch. And trust me, he's talking on the pitch is very loud. That's all that matters. But moving on to Ebbs, he played out wide today, Patrick. He played down the left-hand side. You gave him a 7. I gave him a 7.5. Of course, when he's seen in more central areas picking up the ball, it's kind of different. But despite that, I still felt like he had a relatively good game. He was involved. He got an assist for that first goal, of course, for Wilf. What did he make of his performance out wide? Was you worried about maybe him not being as creative when you saw him first start that position?
No, because
the reason why I say that, sorry to cut you off. The reason why I say that is not because of his technical abilities, but we've seen at times when Wilf plays out wide, it's easier for opponents to send maybe 2 players onto him where it's easier to target. When he's through the middle, he has that freedom to go and pick out the spaces. So that's the reason why I said that, not because of his abilities, but yeah, he played out wide and he still picked up the ball and caused damage.
D, that is an excellent point today. Think about who we had on the pitch today. We had Eze, Olise, and Zaha. And at no point were they double teamed. They weren't, because they couldn't, because where's Wolf going to be? Oh, he's central. Where's Wolf? Oh, he's out wide left. Where's Eze? Oh, he's out wide left. Oh, he's in the middle. Where's Olise? Oh, he's in the middle. He's left. He's right. So because of that fluidity, they couldn't do that today. I think that's a masterclass by Vieira. And as they played well, he had 4 shots on goal. He had a 92% passing accuracy, 8 recoveries, very good defensively. Like I said, in that dual 8 role, helping out Schlupp and Doucouré to tackle, which is not his strong suit, but he did a good job. My only criticism of him, honestly, D, is free kicks. He had when he came in, he was great on free kicks, right? Remember the Leeds goal? But since then, he hasn't done it, man. I want him to because he had a great chance. I guess it was early first half, and he, hits it into the wall or whatever. I know he had the one that skipped and he almost scored a long shot when his goal is wet. But if he can just get a couple of free kick goals every season, perfection. But like I said, I thought he played well today, and the role they had him in today by Vieira was excellent. Helped dominate the midfield today. Dominate.
Jordan Ayew, 7 from me, 6.5 from you. He had a solid game. The reason why you gave him a 6.5, would you like to say it? You spoiler alert, you already told me beforehand. You wasn't happy with one thing.
It was the yellow card. Now I know he didn't technically dive, but he did get a yellow card for going down in the box. I thought it was a bit weird, but I mean that's a very thing. Listen, everybody knows this in the show or watching the show. I'm a big Ayew fan. I know people get on his case today. 93% passing, 6 recoveries, played very well solidly. Again, was on that right side helping out, was involved. He had that shot cross that almost went in. Dawson almost an own goal late in the match, what could have been the winning goal. But he was solid today. Like I said, he wasn't the most spectacular player out there. He never is. But he does a solid job. And on that side would have been, it wasn't Bowen. Who's on? Oh, it would have been Ben Rama first half. And he helped, for the most part, kept it kind of quiet. I mean, he had that wonder goal, but no one's stopping that goal. Oh, that's the other thing. He was kind of involved in that goal. I mean, again, we're not blaming anybody for the Ben Rama goal, but he was like a couple of feet away from him. I'm not blaming, I'm just saying. But like I said, besides that, very solid by Ayew today. Very solid game.
And a man up front because Eddie was out. Wilfred Zaha. Sir Wilf, the greatest Crystal Palace player of all time. Mr. Cause all teams headaches. He's just the main man himself. We gave him an 8. You gave him an 8. That's a throwback Wilf kit.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. He's there. Look, through the middle, he causes trouble. He causes trouble because you can't really pick him out. And that's what I'm saying. It's not just Wilf. You had to have other players in their positions as well. And just the movement today was brilliant. Got that goal, got an assist. I'll take it, man. What performance.
Nah, really good, well-taken goal. Really good, well-taken goal. Hit it early, great goal. And he got the assist on the winner. You know, the thing about the assist is that I like the fact that he had options on that play. He had Eze next to him. He had someone left, and he played the right ball. The ball had to go to Olise on that counter-attack. Paid Olise in. Olise cuts in and scores. So great decision-making, which is getting better from Wilf. And he was just solid. Again, watching post-match, very happy, smile on his face, talked about, how important that win was and how well they played. And he talked about there was an adjustment by Vieira at halftime that helped the team. But no, man, in that central role, don't ever tell me, by the way, that he can't finish, because Wilf is probably the best finisher on our team. Great performance by him today.
Exactly. This new Wilf, he spoke about it. That's the side of a game that he's focusing on. And you can see he's paying dividends. He's getting these goals.
100%.
And also, you mentioned post-match show. Another thing that I liked about his post-match comments was he said it himself that we need to show character in these away games. And we need to be similar. So that's good, the leadership role like that. And there was a question asked about where he expects Palace to finish, but he's saying we're taking the game at a time. And I love that as well. Like it's very hard for us, even us as fans, to say where do we want to finish. Of course, you don't want to get carried away and say 6th or 7th or even 8th. But deep down, I think he knows that we could finish in those spots if things go for us and if we perform like this more consistently, which is a big if.
Which is the key.
But, it's good to see him taking that leadership role. The Wilf that everyone says that he cries, he's still this and that. But that was good. Luka Milivojevic, he came off the bench. You gave him a 7, I gave him a 7. He was decent. Off the bench. You're putting slide tackles here and there. And I feel like that's the best Luka that you get. Not him starting games, of course. When you have to start games because the core is out, that's a different situation. But I feel like still has a role for 15, 20-minute spells in games. And today really showed it. I don't think he was out of place at any moment of the game when he did come on.
I agree, Dee. And you know what? Some players are going to have that role. You come in for 15, 20 minutes, maybe Hughes, maybe Gyro, see out the game, do the best you can. And again, it's an away performance. He was part of the team that got a late winner. I mean, it was great. Now, he was solid today. And again, good job by him today. And the team, great job today. Great win. Great win.
Great win from the team. That's it from the player ratings. We'll be back for the preview of the Newcastle game. I was about to say West Ham again. I don't know why. I was about to say
agenda.
I'm not obsessed with West Ham.
Yes, you are.
No, I ain't.
We'll
be back for the match preview. We'll be back for the match preview. By the time you're probably watching this, it will be posted as well. So make sure to check that out as we look ahead to the Carabao Cup game. Let us know your ratings down below. And until next time, up the Palace.